All right.
Are you like Jingle Boy?
Are you a drummer, Beth?
Yeah, we both are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
As well as my boyfriend.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Beth.
Hi, Patch.
Hey, Beth. I just want to let you know that Mom and Alan and Sean and I are all listening
Oh, really?
for like the past half an hour.
Isn't that awesome?
It's very awesome.
Are y'all very proud of
Mom's
Sister
not mad,
Beth?
is she?
No, she's not mad.
Okay.
Good.
Dad might be, though.
Well, Dad's not here.
Yeah, not yet.
He's in Texas.
So,
Oh.
until Dad gets back, I want to know if I could borrow some money just to keep this a secret.
All right, goodbye now. Goodbye, brother. Okay, Beth, get out of
Thanks,
here.
Beth. Thanks, Patch.
Bye. Hello.
Hello.
Dynamite.
Kayla.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Michael from Cherokee, Iowa.
Yes, hello,
I
Michael.
want to say that it would be better if these ladies were covered in jelly.
Jelly. All right, thank you, Michael. Listen, we got to go to the news cubicle now
Wow, what a battle royale that was. Wow.
with Buzz Burbank. Buzz, what is your lead story tonight?
When Dick Van Dyke says he's happily married, it's not what you think.
All right, let's watch it on the Van Dyke story. All right? Got my eye on you, Burbank. We'll be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Dawn and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Morning, Jill.
Morning, Bob.
Hey, Jill, you the man.
No, Steve, you demand.
Great job yesterday.
Hey, Jill, how about lunch? Yeah.
My neck is fine.
That's cadavitation.
And you're stupiditation.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Have you bought any time on the
We have
program?
bought time, and we're going to buy it big time if
Okay.
you sell the product.
Oh, I'll be happy to try to sell it, but I mean, I don't know what to use it. It's a.
I can tell you what to use. Something that's shriveled up all the time.
Imus in the morning.
About 3 rows back on the left side of this Greyhound bus is a woman and her teenage daughter. With Greyhound's companion fare, where you book 3 days in advance and the companion ride's free, it was cheaper than driving herself. And as the bus glides over a small hill, this woman sees something that tells her without a doubt she did the right thing. It's a blue station wagon stopped on the side of the road.
Tapping touchstones there. They exploded out of your radio. We'll take call 100 right now. Give you a prize, at least partially made of plastic. And qualify you for the rent or mortgage payment.
Yeah.
We'll make it for you on Friday's show. Pay up to $2,000. So you want to call in to win right now, 1-800-636-1067. And now the man with the light dimmer in the next room. Camera 2, spotlight on Buzz Burbank. Buzz,
Hi, Don and Mike.
what's that lead story? Something about Dick?
I'm going to break a boy's heart today. Yours, I'm afraid, and I don't mean to. I'm not here to disparage anybody, but if you don't hear it from me, you're going to hear it from somebody else. How about that Dick Van Dyke anyway? Married to the same woman for 50 years. Loves to mention that in all the interviews he does. Married to the same woman for 50 years.
Who's he boning?
Hey, he's been living with the same mistress for 20 years.
Wow.
The last 20 years.
He's a solid guy.
The Star tabloid reports that this is the best-kept secret in Hollywood. That,
Jerry wouldn't do that.
Jerry couldn't find a girl to be his mistress.
If you hadn't come right back with that, I would be very concerned.
Dick is loyal to his wife and loyal to his mistress.
And loyal to his fans.
Say what you will about Dick Van Dyke.
You're right.
He's still my man.
The Star reports that Dick spent this past Valentine's Day, his 50th wedding anniversary, with the same woman he always spends it with, his mistress,
The hoe.
Michelle Triola.
Well.
Now, she's the woman, if you recognize the name Michelle Triola, had a palimony suit against Lee Marvin in the 1970s.
Wow.
I think when we invented the word palimony.
Oh, man.
Oh, you mean that Dick Van Dyke is going after Lee Marvin's
Second.
sloppies?
Apparently, that's the case. But they've been together for 20 years now, since the 70s. Dick lives with Michelle in Malibu. His wife, Marjorie, lives a quiet life in Arizona. And as I said, the Star calls this the best-kept secret in Hollywood, at least until now.
Thanks, Buzz.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
You know, all Jerry needs is a good ice cream parlor.
That's right. God bless him.
Jerry's a fag.
Not all weddings...
Why you?
Not all weddings work out like Dick Van Dyke's. Mrs. Ned Beatty has filed for divorce.
Come on, squeal. Squeal real loud.
Oh, man, it must be difficult being married to that man.
After 17 years, they kept it together. They've been separated since the first of this year.
Here's their wedding ceremony.
Yes. Here's where it all went wrong.
Oh, man. There you go. Hold on. And you take this man. Here it comes. And...
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Ned Beatty. There they are. Aren't they a beautiful couple?
So they're splitting up?
Yes, they are. In their 17 years, they produced 2 children, both of whom are teenagers now.
Well,
You magnificent bastard.
I salute you. Hold on, Buzz. Got to do a quick break. We'll be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
Oh,
Carol?
my God.
You mean that gal with
I'm
the
sorry, I'm
big
applauding.
horse mouth and the
Marcia
red hair?
Wallace, yeah.
You mean
Yes.
Mindy Cohn Carroll from the Newhart Show, and who else was it?
Jim J. Bullock.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's an all-star lineup.
I know. I thought of you as soon as it came on. I thought,
Throw in
Those-
Wink
you would-
Martindale, you got a delightful cocktail.
Those celebrities are so not happening. It's not funny. They could pull out a gun and shoot themselves on that show, and no one would notice.
well, it was for charity. Each one was playing for their own charity, but
Yeah, their own charity is their own bank account right now.
they haven't worked so long.
All right. Well, thanks for the tip.
Try to tune in tonight. It should be interesting.
All right. Thank you. Hi, Donna. My show. Oh, Buzz, you got your monkeys thing?
I did. I found it. Davy Jones says no more Monkees reunions at least until the year 2000. So you got to wait a
Yeah.
couple. But he has the good taste to do this to pass the time between now and then.
Yeah.
He's going on a Teen Idols tour with Peter Noon and Bobby Sherman.
Oh, God.
So yeah, he has that going for him.
So sad.
Hello, this is Davy Jones from the Monkees, and I make a point of never listening to Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Yeah, we've had them all. Hello.
Don.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Tyra Banks is only a 9, maybe a 9.5,
Right.
who would you consider a 10?
That is the elusive question.
Yeah, you haven't given out your 10 for 98 yet,
I
have you?
haven't seen her yet, sir. When she
right.
pops into my head, I'll let you know.
I will keep listening, and
I thought I had a perfect 10 in my bedroom today. Until all she wanted to do was talk about reseeding the backyard.
Even while you were groping away.
Hello.
hello?
Donna Mike. Hi.
Mike Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Don was just talking about his wife, Freda, and I just want to ask Don what celebrity...
Hey, you are talking to us, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. How are you? I'm sorry, there was no screener.
Jelly.
Not as sorry as we are. Don. How are you,
Yes.
sir?
Listen, you unnerving me by calling me sir.
I'm sorry, sir.
Call 100 right now. 1-800-636.
I'm a friend of Elian's.
Oh, hi.
Oh, look at the cute little bastard. You are mommy's little sucker, aren't you?
hell are you doing harassing my tenants?
Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. I'm just trying to be friendly.
All right, that's it. Let's go.
Their emotions make them weak, Batman. Don and Mike.
Hey, you dude Walker, Don Geronimo, Mike O'Mara, right here from the studios of WJFK, a very dirty radio station. Washington, D.C., that's where we do the show from. Our network is Westwood 153 affiliate stations, 4 million listeners, many of them suffering from head injuries.
Severe head injuries, but you know, they're still able to listen, and many of them are still able to call.
Hello.
Mr. Clean.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello, Mr. Clean.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease and
Hey, what's your name?
Kevin from Waldorf.
Kevin from Waldorf, Maryland. Oh, yeah, that's land of Mr. Clean, Waldorf, Maryland.
What was that, Kevin?
I'm just having some jelly.
Jelly. There you go.
Okay, you want a Dark City prize pack. We'll give you a Dark City hat, T-shirt, mouse pad, button. Go see the new movie Dark City. You'll go, courtesy of AMC Theaters. And more importantly, you're in the running to have your rent or mortgage payment paid in full on Friday's show. How much do you pay a month, my friend?
About $12.50.
$12.50. That's a big mortgage, man.
That'd be great if we could do that for you.
I'd love it.
All right, be listening Friday, okay?
Thank you, guys.
That is the only rule that we have when we start picking names. If you're not at the number that you give us and you're not listening, forget about it.
That's the only rule.
We will move on to another.
Good. 26
days until Tyra Banks.
Whoa! Nice!
Nice bush. Tyra Banks. This right here, a fax from the guys at Horner Motorsports.
You said Horner.
It says, Dear Don and Mike, Hey, buddies, how you doing? Following is a sketch of a race car that my brother and I are currently building. It's an 81 Ford Mustang that he will race in the 4-cylinder mini stock division at Path Valley Speedway Sunday.
Racers, hot rodders.
This is our first attempt at racing.
Oh,
Although we have both been around it all of our lives.
no, I'm not.
I called her this week and asked if I could put your name on our car. You asked if you would have to pay for it. Well, no way, buddy. You don't have to pay. But if you let us put your name on the car, I'd like to call in once a month to give you a Cletus Pit report on how we're doing. I haven't watched a race yet where we are going to race that hasn't produced at least one wreck.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Please call me if this is a possibility. And he's sent along, here's the race car.
Oh, that is cool.
Okay, now here you can see they have some of the sponsors, T&E Ceramics and Gifts.
Right.
And over here you have Colonial Sales. That's another one of the sponsors.
Excellent.
And then right here on the hood, which I guess is a prime spot,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the Don and Mike Show. And I can't read the call letters. I think he must listen to us in Hagerstown, Maryland on WARK because take a look at that and see if you can make out the call letters. That's what I think the call letters are.
Blurry facts.
And let me try to give the guy a call here.
WARK, 1490.
Boy, what a lousy dial position that is. You really got to want to listen to a show to listen to it on 1490.
Hangborn. If you
What?
know your party's extension, please dial it now.
Oh, I do.
If you're
Got it.
That's a cool-looking race car, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all sorts of sponsors.
I hope he knows we're not going to pay. Oh, I guess he wrote that down.
Looks like he's got enough sponsors on there.
Sure. I wonder if he'd wreck the car for us.
That's really, isn't that the prime spot? The hood?
Yeah.
That is the prime spot. You know, I guess at the top of the car would be another.
That'd be a good except he'd have to make sure he got hit from the back.
Hangborn, you've reached Todd Horner. Sorry, I'm not at my desk right now.
That's him.
Your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
Oh, my. Cinderella boy.
Hey, hello there. Hi there, Mrs. Craig. Hey, you're wearing green so you can hide.
Todd, this is Don and Mike, and we're calling about the race car, and we love the placement.
Yes.
And, of course, we give you our permission. As we mentioned, we don't expect to pay anything.
No, but if you want to go ahead and do that, you can do that on your own.
We would be honored. I only ask this. If any of the races that you are entered in garner any kind of media coverage, if you crash, could you make sure that you crash on the back part of the car, like if somebody back-end you, so that beautiful advertisement doesn't get all crinkled up?
Spin into the wall backwards.
Okay? Thank you, Todd.
Way to go, Mr. Horner.
You're the next Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
And you should change your name. Give yourself the racing name, Todd Horny.
Yeah, Todd Horny.
Todd Horny.
Yeah, the chicks will go wild for you, especially with our name on the car.
And you have a beautiful speaking voice. Thank you, sir.
See you later, Todd. Cinderella boy.
Cinderella boy.
Here he goes.
Cinderella boy.
It's in the hole.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike, this is Las Vegas calling.
Hello, my friend.
What in the world? What do you guys think of Salma Hayek on your 1 to 10 scale?
Who?
Salma Hayek, she was in Fools Rush In. She was in a Quentin Tarantino movie. I can't remember the name.
Voluptuous, very voluptuous, very...
Can't rate her. I couldn't picture her off the top of my head.
Is she the young woman on Just Shoot Me?
No. She is. She was in the movie with Chandler. That lovey-dovey movie with Chandler.
Oh, is that the one where they got married after they met each other for like a day?
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know, but I've seen the teasers.
Bits and pieces of it.
She
Is
was
that the
also in a movie with Antonio Banderas where she played a sultry south-of-the-border babe.
I believe I know the girl you're talking about. All right. A 6.
I'm going to give her an 8. Good
What?
solid 8.
I don't believe it.
She might be a 7 if she cleaned herself up a little bit. Buzz?
Not familiar with her. Can't rate her.
Now, what was you were shouting there, sir? What was your problem with that?
Oh, no problem at all. How about Terry Hatcher?
Terry Hatcher, we've done her before. She's highly overrated. She's a 6 in my opinion.
I give her a 7.5.
8 for me.
Janine Garofalo?
We did this last week, sir.
Is that Salma Hayek?
Yes. That's Selma Hayek? Well, listen.
He's gone.
You like to modify? Would you like
Yeah.
to modify that opinion based on that photograph?
Yeah. She's a 7 at least.
Yeah, I gave her a 7.5. I'd like to move that up to an 8.5 now.
At least a 7.
Oh my!
Based on this photo of her in a swimming pool.
Hello.
All right, see, I'm always open-minded enough to change my opinion.
There you go. 7 or 8. 8
There
maybe.
you go.
8.
Hello. She could still be cleaner, though. Don and Mike Show.
She's in a pool.
Hey, Don, Mike.
Not good enough, Buzz.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Don Mike.
Yeah.
This is Kevin from Baltimore.
Hi, Kevin.
How you doing? Hey, I just want to know, who is that in the background with you guys that keeps on, he laughs real loud?
Right, that's the class clown.
The class clown? Is that Charles Broyhill?
Yes.
That's exactly who it is. Why, do you have
that guy just tickles my funny bone every time I hear him let rip.
Well, good.
Well, you should hear it when he really lets rip.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just forego that.
So you like that sound?
Yeah.
All right, well, then I'll be on. It's Rob A. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
There you go.
It's Rob A.
Every day, letting it rip.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don.
Because occasionally we'll take calls with someone who doesn't like Rob's somewhat overbearing presence at times.
And Rob has actually had words with some of those people.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Rob's the man. Rob's the man.
Oh, yes.
Hey, I want to expand your vision on Salma Hayek. It was all over TNT probably about 6 months ago. So with the remake of The Hunchback or the Quasimodo movie, you ever heard?
Listen, generally I don't watch TNT, okay? It's a loser channel.
Well,
it is.
Well, I
mean,
don't
they screw up
either,
football.
but
They're good with basketball.
If you get
but otherwise, they're not as good as... Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm lecturing you about TNT. Of the two, TBS is a better station because at least they have decent shows.
Well, sure, yeah.
Let me just say, TNT, the genre of show you'll find on TNT, chips. All right?
Gotcha.
That's your basic TNT. TNT sucks.
Well, TBS shows more Clint Eastwood anyway, so we got to give him the nod.
A loser channel. That is funny.
It is. And I know that someone will fax in today or call in and say it's the #1 cable channel, and it is.
For wrestling.
I'm telling you, it's a loser channel.
Is that why it's #1? Because it's got the wrestling on it?
Wrestling is the highest rated programming on cable TV.
Monday Nitro.
That's what helps TNT.
Wrestling is really #1?
Yes, it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I was wondering what you guys thought of Heather Locklear.
That's an interesting one.
That is interesting because I believe that the star might be starting to fade a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm still a big Heather Locklear supporter. I would rate her as she is on Melrose Place.
Mm-hmm.
A 7.5. She's at least as good as that girl that I just saw the picture of.
I'm going to give her about a 6.
Oh.
Yeah, just because she's been around.
Oh, bad score.
That hair's starting to turn to straw. You know, it's just, she's been around. She's another one that hangs out with those rockers. Wasn't she also into jailed rocker Tommy Lee?
Yes, she was.
Don't hold that against her. Buzz?
Just barely a 7.
Well, all right. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, hi, Don.
Hey.
I got a sound file here of Elvis that I don't think you've ever heard.
Elvis Presley?
Yeah, talking about his, what he calls a paunch. I thought you might want to hear it.
You mean his belly?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
Sure.
Here it is.
I'd like to say something right here. Those of you who saw the morning paper, or the evening paper, whatever it was, they gave me a fantastic, they gave us a fantastic write-up.
Oh, this is great.
They did. Except they said I had a paunch here, and I want to tell you something. I got their damn paunch. I wear a bulletproof vest on stage. True.
Elvis.
You know, in case some fool decides to take a 22 and blow my belly button off.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, we'd love that for our archives.
Okay.
Where'd you get that?
It's actually on the internet, but...
If only I had known that I was wearing a bulletproof vest.
If only I could have seen what was happening to me. I might have done something about it.
That's a great tape. Yeah, hold on a second, okay?
That's terrific, boy. That's good. It's not a paunch. I'm wearing a bulletproof vest, and I'm talking to somebody else.
In case somebody wants to shoot my belly button off. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yes, I was wondering, I wanted to ask him about Rene Russo.
Rene Russo, turn down your radio there, kid. That's like 20 years behind the times.
Turn it down.
I used to have a great gag gift when, as a matter of fact, around the time I was in 7th grade, it was an empty tennis ball can.
Right.
And we put a label on the front that said, Rene Russo's balls.
Oh, you mean Rene Richards?
Oh, is that what I'm thinking? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of the tennis player that had...
Rene Richards, who played... no, she was just the first sex change, right?
Yeah, right. So the joke was you would open up the can and there'd be no balls in there. Oh, Rene Russo?
Yeah, Rene Russo.
We've done...
Tin Cup with Kevin Costner.
She's another one we rated last week. She's got a lantern jaw.
Yeah, she gets too many calls to... There seem to be a lot of guys that think she... I think, 6. I think she's a 6.
6.
He was disappointed. That's why the silence was there, and all you could hear was the clink of an empty jelly jar.
6. Don and Mike show.
Yeah, hi. I was wondering if you'd like to hear about a story of Brushman's greatness with the NFL player.
Who is the NFL player, please?
Robert Massey with the Giants.
Who?
Robert Massey. He's a cornerback with the Giants.
Robert Massey?
Yeah, he used to play for Lions.
What's his number?
What's his number?
Yeah.
44.
Are you chewing on a dish towel right now?
No, I'm not.
All right, what's the story? He's not really that famous, so it better be a good story.
Well, yeah, I'm a police officer, and one of the officers happened to stop him, and...
You're a what?
Police officer.
Wow.
In Baltimore.
Okay.
And just happened to stop him, and he was the same. He was a really nice dude. He was really easygoing. We talked for like 25 minutes about all the football players and all the about Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones, about all that kind of stuff.
Have you ever walked into an apartment and seen a woman come out of the tub naked?
She was in the shower, Mike.
Oh, the shower. That's right.
Of course.
Really?
Of course.
So what's the story about this guy? He's a guy who plays for the Giants, and you pulled him over, and it sounds like he tried to sweet-talk you into getting out of the ticket.
No. As a matter of fact, another officer had stopped him, and he had made him tow his car. And I was on my way home, and I just happened to see him over there, and I talked, and we talked for a while. That's all.
What did you pull him over for?
I don't know. The other officer pulled him over.
The other officer pulled him over?
Yeah.
And you just rolled up in back room to give him a little backup?
That's it.
And then what happened?
We just talked for a little while, and he gave me his picture and signed it and all that kind of neat stuff.
Was he drinking a cranberry juice?
How'd you know?
Was his butt bleeding? Did they take him to jail?
No. No, they didn't arrest him. They just pulled the tags off his car and made him tow it.
Who would have more influence over you, sir? And I want you to answer this honestly. A gorgeous blonde?
Oh, forget about it.
Or a high-profile celebrity?
Forget about it.
Oh man, now you're going. I have no idea.
Bueno Arbusto.
Bueno Arbusto.
Yeah. I bet that the boys in blue go for that every day of the week.
Oh, you know that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Officer Friendly.
You know, there was one time when I was in high school, and there was this girl, really pretty girl, and we were all, there was a gang of us in her car, and she got pulled over by one of the town cops, and the cop comes up to the window, and her hand starts shaking, and she starts going, oh my God, I've never had this happen before. I'm just so mad. He's like, all right, just remember, take it easy next time. And he drives away, and she goes, that works every time, yeah. First time I was ever in a car with her. Yeah. That's when I was aware of the power that these women have.
And here's a good one that only ladies can use.
Oh, yes.
When you're pulled over and you're speeding, tell the cop you just started your period and you have to go home to get a tampon. He's not going to ask you to get out of the car.
They're so flustered by that.
He's going to have the standard guy reaction. Okay? He's going to, okay, all right. He might even lead you home with a siren on.
You go ahead, ma'am.
That only works for girls, though.
That's right.
Fellas, don't use that excuse.
You never have to worry about him. Even if he takes you home and he gives you an escort, you never have to worry about him following you in to, see if it's true.
Hello.
Hello.
John and Mike show.
This is Cinderella Boy.
Cinderella Boy.
Oh, the race car driver. You just called.
My brother's race car.
Oh, it's your brother's race car.
Is this Todd Horny?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Todd. Hey, listen, you got to get some more personality if you're going to be a big driver.
I just stick under the hood.
Are you the driver, or you just hang around the pits?
No, it's my brother's the driver.
Oh, all right, good.
Or is it your older brother, I hope?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a nice job that you did putting our name on the hood of the car.
Thanks.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
He won't do too good, though.
Who won't do too good?
My brother. It's his first year.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
25.
You're 25.
25. Okay. So you don't think your brother will do well?
I hope he does.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Are you jealous? Are you jealous of your brother?
Fun.
Are you jealous of your brother?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
No way.
Why'd you say you don't think he'll do good? That's really not.
Well, we're kind of low buck, and the rest of the guys are cheating.
Who's cheating?
The guys that are winning.
How many grades were you held back?
Come on, guys.
I can only read people as I speak to them on the telephone, sir.
Yeah, I mean, were you held back?
No.
Really? Not even in grade school? Maybe your mom and dad didn't tell you. Maybe you had to do kindergarten twice.
No, I went to technical school.
You said you're 25. Are you a senior in high school now?
No, I work right now.
All right, listen, you sound to be a little dim-witted. A little slow-witted, I mean.
Has your brother always been considered the smarter one in the family?
Of course, he's the driver, Mike. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and answer that question.
Brains to drive.
Pardon me?
Doesn't take brains to drive.
Has your brother always been more successful than you?
He's got more kids than I do.
He's got more kids. You have kids?
No way.
All right, well, that's good.
Wow.
They have dogs.
You have a dog. How long have you been insanely jealous of your brother, the driver?
Since he has more money than I do.
Does he have more money because he may be just a little smarter?
Nah, because he's in charge of his finances.
How come you're not in charge of your finances?
Because I have a fiance.
You have a fiance?
Lucky girl.
Wow.
Lucky girl.
Boy, what do you do?
Huh?
What do you do?
Sit in front of a computer all day.
I find that hard to believe.
All the radiation kind of leaked into my brain.
Right. Okay,
That's
listen.
true.
I want to tell you something. You talk a little bit too slow for our show. Okay?
I'm sorry, I'll talk faster.
I don't think that would work.
It's a fast-moving program.
Right now, we're going at your speed about 5 miles an hour on a road where the speed limit, hell, it's the Autobahn. There's no speed limit, and we're going 5 miles an hour. You're in a car with the flashers on the Autobahn.
Do you understand that?
South Park rules.
There he goes.
All right, thank you, genius.
All right, well, I
predict the wheels are going to fall off that car when that guy goes to race.
Wow, 25. Yeah.
That's our chief mechanic, Mike, for our racing team.
That's great. I have designed a car that runs on jelly.
Hello, Donna Mike Show. Hello. Jello.
Hello?
You are on the air.
I am on the air?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I didn't know that. This is Mimi.
Oh, Mimi from the slap-off yesterday.
Yeah.
Hello, Mimi.
Bravo,
Hello.
Mimi.
Mimi, who was the more outspoken of our two contestants, and Mimi, who seemed to be the one who not only said she would have taken her shirt off, but seemed to have some lesbian leanings yesterday.
Men are, you guys are just so funny.
Why? Why, Mimi?
You know, men go where they want to go. So all you have to do is lead them on a little bit. And
So you were leading us on and pretending that you had lesbian tendencies?
yesterday I was, yeah.
Sure you were.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Mimi, you were a wonderful contestant. How was your face today?
I had to wear less blush on one side than I did the other.
So it was just red. Did it hurt at all?
Actually, it's fine. There's little or no proof that I was in there yesterday, thank God.
Did you dream about the girl that you were in the slap fight with?
No, Don, I dreamed about you.
Oh, come on. Have you thought about her?
My husband wanted to know if I got her number.
Yeah, there you go. Smart man.
Well, congratulations on being one. Well, you both won.
Yeah, we both won.
You're both victors.
Way to go. You should be very proud, Mimi.
I am.
Although I think if it went the distance, if it ended up just being an out-and-out cat fight, that you would have won going away.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could hit like as hard as you want. Spraying teeth all over the room.
Thank you, Mimi.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
There she is, Mimi.
That's Mimi.
Mimi. Sure, she was just telling us what we wanted to hear yesterday.
Mimi had the hots for her combatant.
She sure did, and Mimi would have taken her shirt off.
Absolutely.
If Beth would have taken her shirt off, Mimi would have taken her shirt off.
That's right. We would have had Mimi with a no top.
Hello.
Hello. This is cool.
Donna Mike Show. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Am I on?
What?
This is, I said, am I on?
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Fine.
I was having a good time listening to Mimi. What did the girls look like?
Mimi was kind of a pixie. Kind of looked like a Mary Lou Retton type.
Okay.
And Beth?
Beth was more of a hippie. She was more of a hippie type.
Yeah. I thought she kind of looked like Julia Roberts in the face a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Does that do it for you? You replaying it in your mind right now?
No, well, Mimi was on, and I was...
Right.
I
had nothing else to do. Thought you'd unbuckle your pants. Call up the show.
I'm on the road. Can't do that.
Oh, sure you can.
Yes, you can. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello.
Found out who Mr. Clean is.
Mr. Clean?
The real Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean.
His name is Buddy Scott.
Buddy Scott is a program director that I battled with for many years.
Yeah, and evidently he's still bad-mouthing you.
Really? Where are you calling from?
Greenville, South Carolina.
How do you know this evil Jabba the Hutt-like program director, Buddy Scott?
A friend of mine used to work at the station that he works at now.
Yeah.
WMYI. And,
yeah, and?
And he just talks about how vulgar and nasty you are, and he never liked you, and you never amount to anything. And
well, Buddy Scott can kiss my ass. I have to thank Buddy Scott, though, for being the guy who finally pushed me so far that I went totally the other way.
Yeah.
Buddy Scott is the guy that broke me of that annoying habit of playing records for a living.
There you go.
Buddy Scott.
Where's WMYI?
It's in Greenville. It's,
Is Buddy Scott in Greenville now?
yeah. You need his number?
No, I don't know. What am I going to do? Call him and say, hey, I understand you've been saying that you really hate my guts, Mr. Clean. You know, Buzz does a great impression of Buddy Scott.
You know, I'll be honest with you. You are not a disc jockey. You have never been a disc jockey, and you're not respecting the music. I have not seen it myself, therefore it does not exist.
This is a guy.
Maybe you need one of those bulletproof vests.
This is a guy in Chicago who was so lazy he would not get up in the morning to listen. I did the morning show. He wouldn't get up to listen. And he didn't care what I had to say. He wanted to make sure that I played his amount of records every hour.
That's all he cared about.
Right. I mean, at the time, it was like 8 records an hour that he wanted played. So he would sleep in until 8 or 9 in the morning. He paid his kid to tape the station. On his way to work, he would go through the cassette and count how many records I played.
That's all he did.
That's all he cared about.
That's it.
And he was, if I'm not mistaken, a large man?
He's a load. He was a 400-pounder, man.
Whoa!
Yeah.
And then we had to kneel at his office after the show.
Oh, yeah, that was the worst because we do it. We think it was a great show.
Right.
Then you'd have to go sit up there. Well, you and I went through it with many guys, Mike.
You know, it's all the power guys, the guys that really just want to be. They want to be you.
You think you're doing a great show, and then you go up and you got some fat load who couldn't do a microphone, a show if his life depended on it, and he's telling you it was bad because you started a Janet Jackson record at 8:02 instead of, at 7:59. I mean, what gives with that? God, I hate program directors.
They are vermin.
They are worthless. They are worthless. They matter not.
Now, did this call result in what you wanted, sir?
Oh, yeah. I just want to let you know he had the punch, and...
Oh, yeah, he's a fat man. Will you tell him that, in his opinion, I might be a total loser, and maybe I'm vulgar, but at least I can wipe myself. Okay? Tell him I don't need assistance wiping myself. I'm not that fat.
That's right. Moon pies and tab. I remember that was his snack.
That was his diet, really.
Moon pies and tab.
This guy
that's good for the colon.
This guy would drink tab around the clock, and that's all he ate was moon pies.
Tab.
And the guy was, incredibly fat. And no one, because he was the program director, no one would ever mention to him, hey, buddy, you weigh like 400 pounds, you big pig.
And hey, buddy, you would have been calling him by his name.
Yeah.
Is it true he used to be a woman?
Who, Buddy Scott?
Yeah. And he had that surgery, addictomy?
All right, hello, Donna Mike Show. I can't think of one program director that I ever worked with that I thought was positive towards my career. Every program director that I ever worked for always had an agenda. And that agenda was always to get me fired. Always. That's what's such a bitch about it, because they would hire you.
Right.
And then as soon as they would hire you, whatever you did at your last job that they liked, that's when they try to change you. They go, listen, that was real good, but I thought it would be better if you would do it like this.
This is the power. It's the power. What do they say? Absolute power.
But that's what's great about being a disc jockey is that
Hey, Don.
you have the final power.
Yeah.
Because you are at the microphone.
Power.
Hello? Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Yes, ma'am.
Lady.
I heard a lady say hello.
Lady? Oh, all right. Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd like to talk to Don about, Mike about golf.
What do you want about golf, sir? I played golf today.
Can you pick up, please?
In 45-degree weather, I played golf today. Those of us who are absolute diehards, and you're out there and you're saying to your playing partners, it's not really bad. Not bad with that 20-degree wind chill.
Cinderella boy.
Man, this is just terrific out here, slapping the egg. Absolutely, hole in one. Yes, sir.
That's how your memory is always the best. You can remember every last shot and step you took on the golf course.
No, I can't. I cannot. I really cannot. I know a lot of people can. I know Mark Rippon was a guy that could do that. He could tell you where he played 5 years ago and what golf hole he played on, but I cannot do that. I have difficulty.
You have trouble finding your way to work every day.
I do. Right from left. That's what always kills me. No, I don't remember golf holes.
Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Yeah, hey, this is John. I got some great Caddyshack trivia that'll stump the crap out of these guys.
All right, one question. Give us your best.
Oh, I got a bunch of them. One of them is, what's Judge Smales' first name?
Oh, that is
Judge, it looks good on you. Judge, Smale. Is it
Only said once in the whole movie.
Theodore?
No.
Roy?
Nope.
What is it?
Ella Hugh.
What?
God bless you.
What is it?
She goes, Ella Hugh, would you come over here and loofer my stretch mark?
All right, you got it.
That's a good
You
one.
got it. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike.
Hello.
This is the Undertaker.
What?
This is the Undertaker.
Oh, eat me, Undertaker. Hello.
Fight my brother Kane at WrestleMania 14.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to hang up on you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yes. How are you guys today?
Fine, thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. Listen, I was kind of curious, and I thought I'd ask you guys.
It's Crappy Phone Guy, everybody.
Yeah, we're talking to the guy that reported on the Hindenburg disaster.
Hello.
Why is it I've gone to 4 Quickie Marts, and they're all, I'm not gonna diss Arabs, but they're all towelheads, and I've asked them if they have jelly. And they don't even know what jelly is.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, the humanity.
Bye-bye. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great, thanks.
This is Don and Mike?
Yes.
Hey, cool. All right. This is Eric in Redding, California. Just wanted to call and tell you guys that your show just recently started broadcasting out here, and everybody over here seems to love you guys.
Well, that'll change.
You think so?
Yeah. You give them some time, they'll learn to hate us.
Absolutely. It always happens, sir, but, some people actually stick around even after they hate us.
Yeah, well, that's the case with my wife, so.
Well, screw that bitch.
That was the problem. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, bye-bye. Was that Buzz?
I said, oh, man.
Oh, man.
Another friend made.
Got a break, and we'll be back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
Of ABC code.
To my knowledge, none of that stuff happened, and we don't condone anything like that, and we're not about that at all here.
Radio show host Don and Mike wouldn't comment on the event. The Alcohol Control Board says charges could be filed against the club as soon as next week. The Sharp Club maintains they should not be held responsible for the behavior of some of their customers.
Right. Thank you, Paul.
They can't give you anything but love. And we do mean but love. Don and Mike.
That's Paul Berry. He works at Channel 7 here in D.C.
That's right.
He's a good guy. He's been a friend of our show for many, many years. One of the few guys who's like a respected anchorman who admits that he's our friend and he listens to the show.
Absolutely. He's been in town for a long time here in Washington, D.C., and we're good friends with Paul Berry.
I felt bad for him. They kind of cut him apart in the newspaper today.
Mm-hmm.
They had a story on the news about dogs that misbehave, pets that misbehave.
Right.
And then when they got the filler part after the story, when they have to make small talk.
Yeah, it's always the most dangerous time of any newscast.
Paul Berry, who's the #1 anchor guy, he turns to the mannequin sitting next to him, and he says, to keep dogs in line, owners should put a gun in the dog's ear. And, like Channel 7 got all kinds of crazy phone calls.
They have different standards for those TV people. They're not allowed. I mean, didn't Doreen Gensler get in trouble for, pretending she was pointing her finger like it was a gun at Jim Vance?
However, on this show, you could say, put a gun up the dog's ass. It doesn't make a trickle.
Yeah, not at all.
Listen, I'm just talking about radio. That's what's great about radio.
That's the best part about radio.
The best part, though, is what I was describing when you've got a real pain-in-the-ass boss.
That's right.
And you got to sit in a room and have him tell you how to do the show.
Sure.
But then when you go in to do the show...
Katie, bar the door.
Yeah.
You do the show. All right, now sometimes you get fired. Sure. But you do the show.
That's right.
Hello?
Hey. 3 mics and a Bobo.
Hello.
By Mr. Clean. Hey, you guys ever going to do a cruise like Liddy, get all the fans?
I cannot, they've approached us about that. I cannot imagine anything that would be more like hell than going on a cruise with listeners of this show, and I mean that both ways. I mean,
you'd love it, though.
I don't want to be with you people, and you people, you don't want to be with me. You know what I call that? If we did that, that's Titanic 2.
That's right, and you would be finding a way to sink the boat. You would be making that iceberg. You'd be throwing like cubes of ice over there. Please, grow, won't you?
No, we will not be going on a cruise anytime soon.
Darn, okay.
There was a time many, many moons ago where we actually gave it maybe 15 seconds of thought and then decided that I think I probably was guilty of being like the little dog, a long time ago saying, hey, free cruise, free food, free booze. And then you explained
listeners
to me,
everywhere.
You said that would be 7 days of nonstop listeners. And I went, yeah, you're right. And, it's the kind of togetherness where it could get very ugly.
Too much togetherness.
Too much togetherness, every waking hour being on.
You don't want to see us all flawed like that.
No.
We're flawed enough here.
Yeah, we show ourselves here too much. You don't want to see even more.
Really? I don't think we'd make a lot of friends. So, no cruise for us. But see, G. Gordon Liddy now, none of his fans have the balls to bother him.
Right.
You see Liddy on a ship, you walk the other way.
Absolutely. He's got that demeanor about him where he can protect his space, whereas we would be on a cruise ship. I could see it. It'd be, hey, Mike, how's that burger? You want my potato salad? Yeah, that's all.
You know it.
Sure.
Hello? Where's my wife at?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Oh, boy.
Freda source
Oh, my.
is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
This is your master. She's my genie. My genie in the bottle.
Hi, Genie.
Hey, call me, okay? All right, I'm looking for you, honey. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, you guys won't do a cruise with people, but meanwhile, you can go to Intercourse, Pennsylvania, and watch couples have intercourse?
Correct.
Absolutely. There's miles of difference between the two.
You got to explain to me how you think those two are related. We do promotions with our listeners all the time where we take listeners places and we go on remote broadcast with them. But you're talking about 7 days at sea.
Yeah, the thing about intercourse, you're talking about the duration of our time with the listeners was when we were doing the show. You see, if a cruise, you're talking about the 4-hour broadcast and then the 20 other hours spent in the company of people. When it could get ugly.
Oh,
you see?
Please.
Oh, please what?
Oh, please.
What?
I think what you guys are really afraid of is you're stuck on that boat and there's no way of getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah, with you people. Correct.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But you can walk in on people having sex.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
That is the double standard that is home.
No, but that's not even a double standard. You can't compare those two things.
Now, what is your problem? You're not sharing with us. You're not sharing. You're not coming clean with us. Tell us, why are you disturbed?
I have no problem. I just can't understand your logic, should I say.
Well, we just explained it to you.
The logic is that we love going on promotions with our listeners where we take people places and we do a show and they get involved. After 7 days of doing anything with anybody, it gets old.
And you see, you'd have that one ugly incident that would probably come on the 5th or 6th day of the cruise.
It would happen.
And then that person would be the mouthpiece of mouthpiece and then tell everybody in the entire world what a-holes we were, and that's what would happen.
Besides, what a vacation that would be. I'm not even talking about for us. Talk about the poor people.
What do you mean, what a-holes you guys are? These people are people who love you.
I understand they love us. Then listen to the show. That's all we ask. We don't want to be a part of your life on a cruise ship.
No, but you just want to be in our bedrooms when we have sex.
Yes, we want to be there always.
If we could do that every day on every show, that would be wonderful.
We would do that.
Are you able to perceive the difference between the two things?
Well, I'm getting there.
See, where it is one side, it's the listeners performing for us. And on the other side, it's us doing, 7 days of performing for the listeners.
I'm just antisocial as hell. You must know that if you listen to the show.
Yes.
I'm basically a shy person. I'm very antisocial. And the thought of being with my family for 7 days nonstop repulses me.
And I love to go out and meet people and see people. I would still hate it if it was 7 days of that, because that would be what would happen.
It's like some bad episode of The Love Boat. That's a recipe for disaster.
And it wouldn't be everybody. All you would need would be one guy. All you'd need would be one single guy who would and he'd be there. He'd always be there, and he'd be on that cruise for the wrong reason.
I need.
Yeah, okay. You'd need one Bill Murray on that cruise.
Yeah,
that's all.
Thank you.
Oh, listen, and who are you to be calling us when you've got all those kids that need your care? Who are you? Go take care of your children, please.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
There you go.
I think she understands now.
Hello? Yeah. That's just an awkward situation. I mean, and plus, with no offense to G. Gordon Liddy and anybody that does that, I always think that is like the lowest level, when you've got nothing else to do.
Right.
And I mean that as a performer.
Sure.
When you go on a cruise with people. It's like something Shirley Jones and Marty Ingalls would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, man. The only thing we might do someday is take like a vacation to the Smuckers plant.
Oh, jelly.
That would be fun.
But even that'd be a day trip.
Day trip.
Yeah.
Just a day trip. We love day trips.
And we meet everybody up there.
Hello.
Hi, this is Connie.
Yes, hi, Tommy.
I have something that'll work. Why don't you do the one-night cruise thing where they just...
So we're not doing a cruise.
The cruising is completely out of the question.
I'm talking about one of the dinner boats.
No.
where you just have a couple hours.
No.
No sleepovers.
No.
Do you understand?
No.
No.
But if you would like to have sex on the boat, then we would be there.
Okay, then you could do a trip like you did your intercourse trip. But
Absolutely.
Do it on a dinner cruise.
Okay, right. Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike, I just want to say that female caller just called about going on a cruise with you. I just got 2 words for her. Dennis Murphy.
Right, and you know he'd be there.
Oh,
Exactly.
absolutely.
You know he'd be there.
Exactly.
Right.
Tanning.
Who wants to see Dennis out on the Lido deck? Lido deck. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, guys, I was wondering if you saw Pictionary the other day.
Oh, no, I happened to miss that episode, sir.
I was flipping around, and guess who was at one team? You can't ask for any better. Sally Struthers and Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh!
It's the all fart team.
All right, surrounding Alan Thicke. Fantastic. It's a Rosie Sally sandwich, Mike.
What's Rosie drawing? Rosie, that looks like human waste.
That's right, Alex. And I tell you, I'm sorry, Alan, and I put steam on it. See, little squiggles are steam.
Steam rising. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Who wants to be on a ship with us for 7 days of this stuff?
Absolutely.
No way. You would try to kill us after the first day.
It's crazy talk.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike, how are you?
Fine.
I just got off the phone with Buddy Scott.
Why?
You guys aren't going to believe it. His bitch was that Don ran up a phone bill in Evansville when you guys were when he was working you 7 to midnight or midnight to 7.
Oh, yeah, okay, let me tell you about this, right?
You were in competition with a guy up in Fort Wayne.
This guy is still bitter. This guy is still obviously very bitter.
He was whining his ass off.
This was a job that I had in 1978.
Right.
Okay, 20 years ago.
Wow.
I'm working in Evansville, Indiana, and a guy that was a friend of mine was working in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Right.
Okay? 30 miles away, 40 miles, something like that. During my show at night, I would call this guy up. He was my friend. Everybody makes calls from the radio station.
You got some time to do it. You're playing
Before
records.
the 1-800 lines were available.
Right. There were no such thing as 1-800 back then. So they called me in one day, and I swear to God, this is what they said. It was like an inquisition. General manager, sales manager, program director. They're sitting there. $300 or whatever the amount was. I said, oh, all right, I'll pay you. They said, no, you're fired. And furthermore, Buddy Scott said to me, this was a quote, you must be some kind of fag calling that guy every night. That's what he said to me. I swear to God, that's a true story. And they canned me.
He also, I must confess, though, he said that he loved you very much, and that he hated to see you go, and then he hired you again in Chicago.
Yeah, that was my fault.
You had to leave due to the fact that your wife wanted to go back to D.C.
No, see, that's a lie too.
And they aren't. It's funny that comment to you too. The guys in radio, program directors especially. On that level, some of the cruelest, nastiest guys. I mean, it's incredible. You know, the nastiness that you hear on this show, you hear it, okay? It's out there for everybody to hear. But the real stuff, with the way
behind
these
the
guys,
scenes.
I mean, really, the way they deal with human beings, it blows you away.
Right, he made everything sound so pretty,
So they canned me in Evansville.
Deep down inside, everything is really foul between him.
They canned me in Evansville, and then it's like, I don't know, 10, 11 years later, 78, 88. No, it was like 1980. 6 years later. The guy's at a big station in Chicago, and he hires me, and we argued every day about my show.
Right.
Every day. I'd get off the air, and he'd go in, and he'd have a list of stuff. You did this wrong. You didn't play this record. It had nothing to do with my wife being pregnant. It had to do with the fact that Buddy Scott was single-handedly trying to ruin my career.
Oh, I informed you that you also...
that is the truth.
Yeah.
And he weighs 400 pounds.
I let him know that, and I let him know that I also knew that he loved moon pies and tab. He told me to tell Buzz to kiss his ass. So he said Buzz was a news guy for him back then.
Yes, Buzz was my newsman back then.
So
here's another. I'll give you another. Let me just give you one more great Buddy Scott story about what
pies and tab.
How this guy really knew what was going on.
Hey,
I had a morning show that was me, and Buzz and a lady, Karen Hand.
Right.
And we had a real good thing going. We had real chemistry going. It's like the three of us were friends. We'd get done with the show. We'd go get yelled at by Buddy. Then we would go get something to eat, okay?
A daily ritual.
Me and Buzz and Marcia and Freda, we'd go out to eat. This was like, long time, 12, 13 years ago.
Right.
One day he calls us in, and he's real mad, and he says, you guys have to stop being friends.
It's like a click.
That's what he said. It's a click.
It's a click.
And I said to him,
they're so sick. These guys are so out there. They're so completely paranoid, delusional.
It's camaraderie. I mean, we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, we do the show, and then here was the rule. You can socialize, but I don't want to see you guys talking to each other at the station. These were the people that worked on my show.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. You guys just become pen pals and don't talk to each other.
You know what? But it's the sweetest revenge that turd Buddy Scott is somewhere where he has to turn on the radio dial now and hear me. Hear me doing everything that he told me not to do.
There you go.
Everything that he told me not to do is what we do on this show today.
And that's why he don't listen.
Oh, he listens.
Yeah, he's got headphones in there.
He listens. All right, thank you, sir. I'm getting all worked up now. All right, bye-bye. Oh, I'm getting all worked up now.
Well, he can hear us every day.
He's listening now.
Buddy.
He sounds like a winner. He really sounds like one of the great ones.
Big load. Why don't you pay your kid to tape my show so you can count the number of records I played?
You guys couldn't see each other. You couldn't talk to each other in the station because it was a click.
A click.
That is so... these guys are unchecked. Unchecked power. That's what happens when these guys
The one thing that united the staff at WBBM was the hatred for Buddy Scott. Every disc jockey hated him on staff there.
See the worst of all of them?
No. Oh, no. Comparatively speaking.
That guy in Providence was...
Gary Berserkowitz.
He was the worst, wasn't he?
That guy was the worst program director I ever had. He was the worst excuse for a human being ever. Compared to the other guys, Buddy Scott looks like a nice guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Hello?
Hey, Don and Mike.
But he was a dick about that phone bill 20 years ago. See, he just wanted an opportunity to fire me.
Yeah.
I remember that. Call me in the general manager's office. And how about this for timing? Now it's all coming back to me. The day before Thanksgiving.
Oh!
It was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving when you canned me, Buddy Scott, for making personal phone calls.
Oh, my God.
He told me to go ahead and buy a house, and then he fired me.
Jerk.
Oh, he's... you sure you don't want to rethink that one about him being the most evil?
No, there's plenty more guys worse than him. He's way up there, though.
Wow.
Hello?
Don and Mike, I'm taking a business trip up to D.C. next week. Wondering if you're having a Vegas-style show coming up.
We have one in the next 2 weeks. I don't know where it is, though. They haven't brought in the information yet.
Oh, okay. Well, my birthday's next week during my business trip, and I just was hoping and praying that you were having a Vegas show up there.
All right. You have to do is keep listening, and maybe you'll get lucky.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Frankly, I'd much rather talk about Buddy Scott.
And cruising. How about a cruise with Buddy Scott?
Oh, my God. Well, at least if the ship sunk, you could hold on to him. Because he would float, no doubt about it.
Unless, he was under deck at the midnight buffet.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don.
We used to call him behind his back, Little Bitty Buddy.
Little Bitty Buddy.
Oh, and I'll give you the best on Buddy Scott. His middle name, this is a true story. His middle name is Boy.
No, that's his son's middle name.
Buddy Boy.
He named his son Buddy Boy.
Buddy Boy.
Yes.
Right.
It's true.
That's normal.
Yeah.
I think it might have been his middle name also, Buzz.
Really? Well, it could have been.
I think so. Hello?
Hey, Don, this is John calling in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yes, Buddy.
Let me give you a little more sweet revenge for your friend Buddy Scott.
Why is Buddy Scott so well known?
Well, the station that apparently where he's the general manager or program...
Oh, no, don't tell me he's the general manager. That'll make me go off the deep end.
Program manager.
Yeah?
It's a station called My 102.5. It was basically the only station in this area that was getting any kind of ratings before 98.1 came on with...
Oh, our station.
Sweet.
Oh, so he's...
This is sweet. We're competing against him.
You guys are kicking their...
What is his format at his station? They must play records.
It's a 70s, 80s type of...
you guys are doomed to fail with Buddy Scott at the helm. I want to say something. A deaf person can hear a hit record faster than Buddy Scott. Buddy Scott has the worst ear of anybody in radio.
Well, it doesn't matter if he's working in the 70s and 80s format.
That means he'll pick the worst records from the 70s and 80s.
The worst hits of the 70s and 80s.
Well, thank you. I love incentive. And I got incentive every day to come in here and do the best show that we can possibly do. But
Sure.
I can guarantee now that we'll be pushing just a little bit harder in Greenville, South Carolina.
That's excellent.
You should come down to Greenville and do your show so you could personally.
Now, you're saying Greenville, and I was always told when we first signed on there that it's Greenville.
Well, like the guy that called earlier, we don't all talk that way in South Carolina.
All right, listen, we're up on a break. I tell you, we will come to Greenville to do a live show when Buddy Scott has his heart attack. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi.
Hey. Tonight, NBC, 8 o'clock. What's happening?
Don't know.
Don't know?
Right.
Garth Brooks, Ireland and back.
So what?
So what? I just wanted to let you guys know. Turn it on.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
You can watch him Making Memories.
This is the Making Memories guy.
It's Making
This
Memories.
is that super Garth Brooks fan.
Hey, how
do you remember this guy?
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Huh?
Yeah, that's good. Now, you were talking during Don's entire speech there, and then you stopped talking.
Hello?
Okay, let's try that again.
All right, give me some background on you again.
Little background. Okay, I went to Atlanta, his very first concert. He signed my hat in the very first show.
Oh, hold on. I got to do a break, but I want to come back and analyze you, please.
All right.
Hold on. That's the Garth Brooks guy. He wasn't right? Right. There was something about him.
And that hat was a leather helmet.
Hello.
Oh, my.
Sorry.
Too much excitement.
I'll work that up for Buddy Scott.
There you go. Hey, get one of those Ziploc bags.
Yeah, send it right out to Buddy.
Send that to Buddy. Hey, Buddy, something came in the mail for you.
Send Buddy some of my phlegm.
It looks like melted Werther's.
I would love to send him some of my waste through the mail. Do you think I could do that?
No, it's illegal to send waste through the mail.
Really?
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is.
What if I get it petrified?
Petrified.
that would
Well,
be
you know what
different.
you could do? Go home tonight, save it, put it on the mantle, and let it dry.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hey, I was wondering if you guys saw this last night. I know you're into real television.
Yeah.
I was flipping around on channel 46 in Alexandria, and they had two guys that they were lowering. They were partly wrapped in sheets, and then they dug these two holes up to their waist, and they stuck them in the ground. They were about 10 feet apart, and then it pans back, and all this Arabic chatter is going around in the background. These people get stoned.
Were they? What do you mean? They're smoking pot?
No, they
No,
were
I know
really
what you
throwing
mean. I
blocks
do.
of rocks at them.
And do they do it till they're dead?
They did. And the funniest part
Hold
was...
on, I got to hear about this after the commercial.
Oh, that
Hold
is
on.
cool. Hold on, please.
Hold on, that's a great show. We'll be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I am sorry. Just listen to me. This is important. I asked Phil to write some patter for the debut of Hank's Hot Potato, but I hardly think he has captured the spirit of fun with this kind of dialogue. I'm sure everyone here loves the old game Hot Potato, but I'll bet you're going to like it even more when I tell you that I just pulled this potato right out of my big fat ass. Here, catch. Then the audience in unison shouts, "Hey now, Hank, go f*** yourself." I mean, the audience isn't even supposed to have lines.
Donde está bueno a gusto? Donaldo y Miguel.
Listen, and I just remembered all the circumstances now of when I got fired 20 years ago.
It kind of builds up as you think about it. You remember all the details.
Here's what Buddy Scott did to me. Okay, now I was just hired as a disc jockey there. I was making, I don't know, maybe $150 a week.
Right.
Okay? I worked 6 to 10 at night. The guy that was on after me, his name was Buster Brown.
Hey, woo!
That's all I remember. There was like a Kimosabe Billy or something like that. We all had crazy names.
Yeah.
So they called me into the office on the day before Thanksgiving, and they held up the phone bill, and they said, "What do you think of this?" And I said, "Well, everybody makes calls from the radio station."
Right.
And then they said, "That's a lot of money." And he said, "What is that? Are you a fag?" And I said, "No." And then they said, "Okay, please leave." Okay? Like, leave the room. So I left the room thinking that they were going to get me to pay for the phone calls or take it out of my check or something.
Right.
Then when I came back in, this is... You know, there's some things that you only remember when you got something that like makes the light bulb go off.
Sure.
Right.
Listen to how cruel this is. Because Buddy Scott just had it in his mind that he was going to fire me.
Right.
Sure.
He said, "Okay, the phone bill, we're going to charge you for those calls. But since I really broke no law or rule by making those calls, they had no valid reason to fire me."
Right.
He said, "We're firing you." And I said, "Oh, why are you firing me?" And he said, "We have it on good authority that you've been stealing candy." Now, wait. You ever been in a business where they would have a box of candy there?
And many small radio stations. Right. I worked at one where we had the little be like cardboard candy thing, and it was the honor system.
Right. That you're supposed to put 50 cents in there when you take a candy bar.
Let me tell you something. There were days when there wasn't anybody that was using that honor system.
Right.
Oh.
So that's technically...
You mean that was the technicality?
Technically.
The little tiny thing with the crackers in it?
Yes, and I remember saying to him, and someone should call Buddy Scott at this radio station in Greenville and ask him. I said, "I didn't steal that." And he said, "We've got someone who saw you steal the candy."
Oh, God.
And I remember sitting there thinking, who is it?
Right.
And they said, "That's it. You've done your last show. Clean out your desk." So technically...
Unbelievable.
I got fired for taking a candy bar, of which I don't even know if I did or not.
Yeah, but who cares? I mean, with those little things that they used to have, and, a lot of people would do this. You'd go a week, you'd take like 10 candy bars or 10 crackers, then you'd throw like a $5 bill, because nobody wanted to take the time to count out the change and put it in the little thing, and you figured it all worked out even.
And a lot of times they'd put a sign up saying, "Hey, listen, the machine is owed $3. Put $3 in before the guy comes in."
You go by, you throw $5 in there, and that would be fine.
I just remember that. That's why they fired me on the day before Thanksgiving.
So what circumstances, too, to be fired for stealing candy?
Right. I mean, it was really for the phone call. It was really because Buddy Scott's just such a dick.
He wanted to.
That he just wanted to fire me.
And he wanted to do it before a major holiday.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I have never forgotten that. And, for years and years after that, I would get real nervous around Thanksgiving time because I would always remember, this very happy time of the year.
Oh, God.
That's when I was fired. And when I was in an apartment that had no electricity because I had no money to pay the electricity.
Wow.
Thank you, Buddy Scott.
Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
I never worked with this guy. I've never seen this guy. I've never had anything to do. I'm ready to just take a swing at him right now.
He was something, man. He made it his personal goal just to suck any creativity out of me. Yeah. His favorite shows were the shows where I didn't feel good. Where I didn't talk a lot.
God.
What a dick. Call him up and tell him that. And plus, you big fat load, I bet you ate the candy anyway. Mr. 400-pound.
When I was a program director, even when I had to fire guys, at least I'd say, the guys I fired, 9 times out of 10, I'd take them out to McDonald's and buy them lunch first.
Program director with a heart, Mike O'Mara.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hello.
Of course, I did fire them all like on Valentine's Day.
Well, that's not a real holiday, Mike.
That didn't count.
Day before Thanksgiving,
That's real cruelty.
That's low. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, great.
Hey, the reason I called was because I know you guys really love real TV.
You're the guy that saw them dig the holes on some kind of Arabian?
I think it was Channel 46. It's called Melly TV. They take over one of those access channels late at night.
Oh, wow. And so they, what did they do exactly?
Well, what it was is it looked like a news show from some Arab country. And what they did was they took 2 guys, they were wrapped in kind of like a sheath of some sort. And then they had a guy with a shovel, and they dug a hole that was about up to their waist, and they put them in the holes, and then they threw the dirt in so they couldn't move around. And then this large group formed around them, and they had blocks of rocks that looked like double bars of soap. And they were all screaming and chanting. I mean, they could have been singing. I couldn't really tell.
So, listen, they buried these guys up to what, to their necks?
No, up to their waist.
Up to their waist.
Because they were kind of leaning over.
Were their hands bound when they did this?
No, they were all tied up. And they were just kind of like leaning forward trying to protect themselves, but these guys just kept running up and throwing rocks at them. And I'm thinking, this is the most bizarre thing. But then, about 10 minutes into it, there's a circle. Somebody starts drawing a circle like John Madden, showing where it's hitting in the head.
Telestrator?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, my God.
But they kept repeating it, and then they would go to this woman sitting behind a desk, looks like a newswoman.
Yeah.
And they just kept going and going and going back, and they do it in reverse, and they kept showing it.
Wow.
I mean, it was just truly bizarre. I just wonder if anybody out there...
Well, how did it end? How did the thing end? What's the deal?
Well, with the way I don't know, I couldn't understand what they were saying, but the way it ended was the 2 guys were hunched over forward, and the whole tops of where their heads were supposed to be was completely red.
Oh.
I mean, it was in color, and I'm thinking, they can show this on television.
Did they knock their heads off?
No severing of any kind, just large rocks, and even when the guys...
You knocked my block off.
And we were assuming they were dead?
Well, yeah, that many rocks hitting them, there was a very little chance of them living.
All right, well, somebody out there listening to us must know about this show. I wonder if it's a game show. Some kind of Arabian game show. Arab game show.
It sounds like that Arabian Justice, where I think that the penalty for certain crimes is still stoning.
Yeah.
I think they do for murder or something like that.
Cool.
And I think the way I understand it.
Welcome to Wednesday Night Stoning. Tonight, a program director who badly treated his disc jockeys for years and years, firing one of them the day before Thanksgiving, running up a bunch of phony charges against him, and then accusing him of stealing candy.
We're going to have to dig a really big hole now.
Please welcome Buddy Scott. And then we dig a hole, and I let people come out with bricks and hit him in the head with bricks. That would be a great show. Wow. Well, all right, thank you. Hello, Donna Mike Show. Hello.
I think it's family members they allow to do that, too. The victims of the crime get to come out and throw the rocks.
Buddy?
Hey.
Here's your mother. Oh, you mean family members of the crime?
Yeah.
So you mean like my mother would be the one to come out and throw bricks at Buddy Scott?
Yes, your mom could come out there, your wife, your son. It would be like a family deal. You could invite friends like Buzz and myself.
You'd be my number one friend.
Oh, I'd love to throw the rocks, and we'd all come out and say...
No rocks. It wouldn't be rocks. It'd be cans of Tab.
Full cans of Tab. Hello.
Ouch. Hey, speak to me.
All right, Garth Brooks guy.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Rob Spiewak was talking to me during the commercials, trying to give me the information on you. You called our show, very fanatical about Garth Brooks. You were going to go to one of his concerts. Think you wanted to hold up a sign or something with our names on it? And
Yeah, that was just way back then when I was trying to get on the air with you guys. But I just wanted to remind you guys tonight on NBC.
All right, okay.
All right, enough of that. What else? What do you want?
That is the thing. I'm going to be on there, hopefully. I'll be the one with the shaved head. It's going to say Garth on the back of my head.
This is a concert that was filmed in front of what, 10,000?
Ireland.
10,000 people?
What were you doing?
45 to 50,000 people.
What were you doing over in Ireland?
Seeing Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
You went to Ireland to see Garth Brooks?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's great.
And you think out of a crowd of 50,000 people that somehow your noggin will show up on TV?
Yes.
Why?
And we will be talking about it again tomorrow.
Let me tell you, Seamus, look at that stupid American over there.
Yeah, that's it. And I will throw my hat up on stage, and Garth will wear it. Let's see, what else?
At the concert, so like you were a big part of the show?
No, I'm not a big part of it, but I'm hoping I'll be on there.
Well, no, wait. Did you throw something on stage?
I did throw my hat up there, and he wore it for a while.
He wore it. But doesn't he have people throwing stuff at him all the time?
He wore one hat all 3 nights, and it was just mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he start scratching vigorously after he took the hat off?
Yes. After he wore it, yes.
Did you ever picture Garth Brooks naked?
No. Don't want one, that's all right.
Would you like to kiss Garth Brooks?
Do without that. No, that's all right.
Really? So are you a fan of his music, or do you just like being on the TV?
Oh, no, his music. I love his music. And see, you guys make fun of me, the making memory thing. And that is funny.
Oh, that's right, making memories.
Because you had like every moment of Garth Brooks on videotape, right?
Yes.
Making memories.
I am making memories, all right?
That's what you're trying to do.
You are obsessed with Garth Brooks.
See, look, guys.
Have you gone to other shows as well?
Yes, many.
And you try to make memories at every show you go to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you try to like make a spectacle of yourself.
Make something happen where
you'll have a memory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is something wrong with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Something's very wrong with that.
Something's very wrong with that.
Don't be hanging up on me and just laughing and hanging up. Now, what's wrong with that?
Something is very wrong with that, and something is very wrong with you.
Negative.
Positive.
Hey, look, I've called your guys' show 2 times.
Yes, I know.
And I've made the best of.
And I've
your
treasured each call.
No, now see.
What you eating a peanut butter cup there, or what?
See,
What's going
there you
on?
go, like last time I called.
What?
What do you mean?
Remember the guy?
Are you just hold on? Are you just smacking your big lips?
There's another memory.
Damn it.
He made a memory.
Yeah. People are weird. Hello, go do that for Garth Brooks. I love your music. Hello, Donna Mike.
Hi, Donna Mike. The guy who was just on there, he does a lot of stuff for the country station in Sacramento, 105.1.
Oh, who
the
cares?
sister station of KHDK.
Who cares?
And he just milks all the radio stations that he can.
Hey, listen, who cares? Hello, Donna Mike.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted to tell about the stoning. It was 2 ladies,
and the crime was they cheated on their husbands.
You mean there were two?
It was two women.
The guy could have mentioned that when he was watching it.
Did you see the show?
Yeah, I'm Iranian, and it was in Iran that they were doing this. And what they do, they dig the ground up, and then they wrap them up, the ladies up in white. I think it's like such sheet or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guys stand around. It's all men that stand around, and they just throw rocks at you until you die.
Oh my God!
Because you see it, they had boyfriends, and that's one of the crimes.
That sounds to me like a winning format for a show, man.
Oh, God.
Cheating spouses.
Wow.
And then why would this be on television? Is this a typical show?
Well, what happened was the guy with the camcorder wanted to show that, how backwards they still are down there.
I got it. So it was like an expose. It wasn't done as a game show.
No, it wasn't like something that they all it was broadcast on Swedish TV.
I'm Bob Eubanks.
Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
pretty incredible.
Okay.
You know, that'll find its way to real TV.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Mr. Clean that was on there earlier?
Which Mr. Clean, sir?
The one that was just on there with the stuff shaved in the back of his head?
Yes, yeah.
Hey, they need to check the trunk of his car for some duct tape and some handcuffs.
Yeah,
I bet he wants to rape Garth Brooks.
No doubt, yeah.
Yeah, he's fresh off
Infatuated.
that Steven Spielberg stock.
That's wacky. I mean, Brian De Palma, maybe, Coppola, all the great directors of our time. So many sexier men than Steven Spielberg.
And they just found that. Didn't they find that guy guilty?
They did, in fact. Yes, they did.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Hello, Don, Mike, and of course, Buzz. Hey, I was calling about that show with the white sheets, but I heard the woman already told you it's actually ladies.
Right.
In Saudi Arabia, of course.
Ladies.
Hey, all right.
Here are the girls.
Tom?
Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind.
She cheated around on her husband and was caught just last week. We are going to stone her to death on the show today.
She's got style.
Give it up for Mrs. Abdullah.
She's a lady.
Well, actually, in Saudi, they've actually progressed, and now they use a dump truck loaded full of rocks instead of actually throwing them.
Oh, my God.
But,
oh, my gosh. What a great show that sounds like.
You mean they dumped the rocks on him?
Oh, I had to cut them off because we have to clear the lines.
Listen to me, Mr. Carnivore over here. What exactly happened?
1-800-636-1067. Call 100. Right now, you'll get something made out of plastic and will qualify you for rent or mortgage. We'll pay your rent or mortgage up to $2,000. Call 100 right now.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Dawn and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
In the apartments, the air is dry. The heat will cause rashes, cause itch, and that's where gold bond.
Jack. All right, let's get our call 100 right now. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, how you doing, Don and Mike?
Doing great. Who's this?
This is Jim in Sacramento.
Jim, you call 100.
Hey, thanks a lot, you guys.
You won the Dark City prize pack. That means you get a Dark City hat, T-shirt, mouse pad, and button. Enjoy the movie Dark City.
All right.
Courtesy of AMC Theaters. And more importantly, maybe we'll put your name out on Friday and you will win rent.
I hope so.
Or
hey,
mortgage.
can I say hi to everybody who's working at my work listening to their headphones?
Yes, hold on. Slow down. We need to know, what is your monthly rent or mortgage, please, Jim?
It is just under $400 a month.
We'd love to pay that for you. Friday.
I wish you could.
Make sure you're listening Friday, okay?
Oh, you bet.
All right, and a shout-out, much love, and peace in the Mideast to who?
To everybody that's working at StateNet on their little headphones right now.
StateNet.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
Is that state like S-T-A-T, or was that steak as in S-T-A-E-A-K?
I don't know, Mr. Clean.
I love StateNet.
I love jelly.
You can get
jelly
all the fish and all of the steak.
Hello?
You can eat.
Jelly. Hey, honey.
Hi, Boo-Boo. How are you?
I'm great. Listen, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting back to Buddy Scott again.
I'm sorry, and I'm going to move by StateNet right now because I'm just thinking, you go there, you catch your steak in a net. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Go ahead.
I think it was State, Mike.
I know.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Hey, honey.
Yes, my darling.
When we left Chicago.
Yeah?
Yes, it's true. We left Chicago over 13 years ago because you were pregnant with Bart.
That's right.
And we decided that wherever we were going to live was going to be a place where I couldn't move around anymore. Mm-hmm. That we're going to stay one place for Bart. Mm-hmm. But if Buddy Scott had not been such a total dickweed, we would have stayed in Chicago, right?
You love Chicago. I mean, you've talked about when you retire. This is when we're going to have some problems because, I don't know if it's a retirement location, but you wouldn't mind living in Chicago,
I love Chicago.
Yeah, you love
It's a great city. It's a really great city.
That had been the number one dream. My radio dream was to work in Chicago. And Buddy Scott told some guy that just called him. I love that, though. I love the fact that some guy just calling Buddy in his office, and Buddy is busting my balls to him.
Yeah, some guy's telling Buddy that he eats moon pies and drinks tab.
Buddy said the reason that we left Chicago was because you were pregnant.
I heard that because I wanted to go. No, I was always ready to be where it was best to be. But once we moved back here, I was glad because my family's here.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a nice side thing, but not the reason that we moved back here.
But do you remember what it was like with Buddy Scott? Every day I would come home from work. And I would yell at my wife because Buddy Scott was such a jerk to work for.
No.
Yeah, no, I did. I mean, I didn't yell at you meanly. I would get things off my chest.
Yeah.
We would spend a lot of time. I would come home and go, I hate Buddy Scott. Then I would rub my wife's belly. Because that's right, when she was pregnant with Bart.
No, it's matter. The last thing you want to move is, we moved when I was like 7 months pregnant. That's not
that's
the
gotta be
ideal
tough.
time to move.
Oh, really? Thank you, Buddy.
Yeah.
Although, I'll finish this up with Buddy Scott, this jerk program director. I did have the best revenge of all, though, because when I went in to quit, he said, you can't quit. And I said, well, then I'm going to get on the air and I'm going to say, you're just a big fat jerk. So he said, okay, you can't come back anymore. And they put out the memo saying, that I've been fired, not allow me in the building.
I still have that memo.
And the next day, the station's tower was hit by lightning. And the station was forced off the air for some incredible, 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird karma. That meant you were doing the right thing.
Hey, honey.
Yes, my sugar bear.
Let me ask you something else.
And I have good news for you, too.
What's that?
Well, there's lots of ladybug corpses laying around our house.
Oh, fantastic. Then listen, maybe that exterminator did the job today. That nonchalant exterminator.
Slacker.
Well, maybe he got the job done. Okay. About today.
Yeah.
When I was, don't want to use the word grope.
Why not? And then Bart and I are wrestling for the knobs on the on the radio as I'm trying to drive carpool, and he's holding my hand so I can't turn it so he can hear it.
Well, listen, you should turn it on Oldies 100 or something. But when when I'm going to be talking about us,
to wrestle the car and drive on the Beltway at the same time. But you're paying the medical bills. You're paying the psychiatrist bills on this kid later on because he enjoys hearing about all that stuff too.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with the kid knowing that his mom and dad love each other and
you don't enjoy hearing it, Barty. Why do you insist on not letting me change the radio station? Yeah, all right.
Because what's he saying?
Just to get my goat.
Just to get her angry. I heard him say that.
Yeah. Maybe that's true. But my question was, I described this earlier today. We were standing in our bedroom today, and I was trying to put the moves on you. And at one point, I even had my hands underneath your shirt.
Right.
And I actually lifted my wife's shirt up to look at the bra she was wearing, and it didn't faze you once. You kept talking about our backyard.
Yeah, well, it's not like it's the first time it's ever happened. It's not like I'm talking to the mailman and that's happening. I mean, with other people, I might blink, but
I'm thinking now that you're saying this, and now that we have your wife on the phone, that if Freda, if you were upset or you were concerned about that, you would have said something. The fact that you didn't say a word might not have been ignoring. Maybe you liked it.
No, it's a friendly grope, and and I pat him on the arm.
But don't that's nice. You pat
like a dog, pet him.
Don't you feel though the need to every once in a while to give in? I mean, or at least give me some hope.
Like I don't give in all the time. I mean, it was.
I was talking about this with Mike today. When's the last time we had sex?
Yesterday?
Was it Monday?
Excuse me.
All right, yesterday morning we did.
Right.
Okay, that's right. Well, I can't help it.
All right, boo-boo. I mean, it was like noon. I had places to go. I had things to do, and and I was in the middle. And you just expect every time you grope that,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And
Are you not married to me?
Yeah, but who gets the satisfaction when it's those, okay, a grope, perform, all right, done within 5 minutes, we're on our way.
Yeah.
So and I love you, and I'm glad that you want me. But there are certain times when I don't have time to take a shower and this kind of thing.
I don't need you to take a shower.
I mean afterwards. The rest of the world needs me to take a shower.
Why?
Because
you're okay with a towel? Just like me. Just like most people when you get done with that. You towel off a little bit.
I feel dirty. I need to.
You feel dirty after you're with me?
I need to get out the Lysol.
Oh. All right. I just wanted to discuss that groping.
All right, boo-boo.
Okay. I love you.
All right, and I know that, and I appreciate it, and I'm glad, but I can't. It's not always in my schedule.
Well, darn it, that's what's wrong with marriage.
Yeah.
You know, they hang that out like the carrot on the end of a stick when you're not married. You know, hey, if you want it all the time, get a woman. Get married. Make it legal.
There was nothing in our agreement that said,
I know.
Whenever the urge flitted through your mind, which is every other minute.
I am just so horny. I swear to God I am. Really.
24/7.
There's got to be some medication for that.
It's the worst.
There's surgery for that, actually.
Insatiable is the word you're looking for.
Thank you. You know that. All right, I'll see you.
Goodbye, boo.
All right, bye-bye. Go make our dinner.
Insatiable is the name of a good, dirty movie. I remember that. Do you remember that movie?
Marilyn Chambers.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Donna Mike Show.
Hi.
She's a bad girl, that Marilyn Chambers.
Very bad. She was very bad in this movie, too.
Very bad.
Yeah, right outside of a car. I remember one scene.
This is Beth from the Slap Off.
Oh, it's our other female contestant from yesterday's Slap Off. It's Beth, everybody.
Oh, Beth. Beth, you must be the hero of the news group.
Yeah, they all like me now.
Is your face red today, Beth?
No, she barely touched me. I think we should have a rematch.
Well, you know, the only way that there would be a rematch would be if it was topless.
Well, no.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you came down anyway yesterday, Beth.
Well, thanks. I had a good time.
And what were your impressions of the studio and everything around it?
It was completely different than what I imagined.
Really?
A lot smaller.
Much crappier than you had thought it would be?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we don't lie.
But you guys are much better looking than you allude to.
Well, thank you, Beth.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Beth.
You're not bad looking either.
Oh, thank you.
We were all hoping you would take your shirt off.
We were, Beth. Just so you know that, I think you should take that home with you.
Okay.
But I'm just very horny. Bye now,
I've
Beth.
heard.
Yeah. Bye. All right, goodbye, Beth. Hello, Donna Mike Show.
It makes me feel dirty.
What? What are you saying? What are you talking about?
That's all he wanted to share.
He makes him feel dirty. Dirty birdie.
Dirty birdie.
Hello, Donna Mike.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
How do you live with yourselves every day, doing the perfect job day in, day out? It's incredible. Yesterday...
It's grueling, isn't it?
I tell you, I tell people quite often, and I know Don does this too, sir, it's a burden. It is indeed a burden, but it's worth it.
Those two girls yesterday were so funny. I mean, you're driving down the road, and you see other people laughing, and you're looking at each other, pointing at one another, going, yeah, you know, it's incredible. You guys do such a great... Because my job sucks right now.
Sorry to hear that.
You guys make it all worthwhile after it's all done. And one other thing.
Yeah.
About the candy issue, the stealing of the candy.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the story about the guy that worked for like 25 years for Smith & Wesson, and he went in a friend's desk drawer and got 35 cents for a Coke, and they filmed it, and they fired him? You guys remember hearing about that?
No, I feel that. If there was a guy from Smith & Wesson, I'd be afraid he'd come back and shoot the place up.
You fired me over 35 cents? Why, you?
Hello, Donna Mike. Hello. Oh, I'm hearing a replay of that. Yeah. Oh, I got you. All right, very confusing. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak. See?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about how many facelifts she's had.
Oh, good.
And then she stands up and she gives him a right cross and knocks Regis on his ass. Okay, bad acting also by Regis and Kathy Lee.
That is the difference between us.
What?
She indulges herself. I choose to give back.
And so do I. 2 inches off the waist.
Oh,
And she shakes her ass. She's lifting up her blouse now to show you that lost some weight.
Her waist is getting an ovation.
And you expect us to believe that you actually built this house? Please. Don't you mean you visited this house? You took a picture, a photo opportunity?
And you expect us to believe that you actually sweated off those pounds?
Yes.
Don't you mean you had them surgically removed?
Excuse me?
Come on, her face is so tight you can play a drum solo on it.
And that's Kathy Lee belting him.
Darren, don't just stand there. Get an ambulance, somebody.
Oh, great acting, Kathy Lee.
Oh, bravo.
Great acting.
Who came up with the name to call him Darren?
Darren Tate was the character's name, and Mary Montgomery was her. It sounds like
Darren Tate is like Bewitched because it was Larry Tate and Darren Stevens.
And her character's name was Mary Montgomery. Well, I don't know about Mary, but Elizabeth Montgomery was the witch. So.
Kooky. That's funny. Anyway, there's got to be some truth in there. Oh, listen to this letter that we got in the mail today. This is a guy who listens to the show a lot, who listens to all the tapes and everything.
Yeah.
And look at it, it's written on this little psychotic note paper.
Nanny.
Wow.
Okay, real little notepad.
Oh, have the lamb stopped crying?
Dear Don and Mike, I listen to your show every day. I listen to the radio. I don't read books or movie magazines because they're all junk. I don't want to put anybody's job down, but when they can't think of anything to write, they make it up. In my case, they make it up. I mean, you can't even get sick these days without somebody saying you're strung out.
Oh, God.
I mean, I had a temperature, and I went to the doctor. They said I was strung out. Well, Don and Mike, I ain't never been strung out on anything except your show. Buzz, don't get offended, because I'm talking to somebody else. If I find the person or individual who said these things, I'll break your goddamn neck, you son of a bitch. That is damaging to myself, to my father, to my daughter, to my friends, and to my doctor. I'll rip your tongue out by the roots.
Wow.
Don, I got a question. How come every fair you go to, they always play Slow Ride by Foghat? On the zipper? Out of my way, I'm Hitler.
I don't get that.
Me either, I'm just reading.
That's scary.
Please excuse my handwriting. My nails grow. Hey, Mike, how do you do all those voices? I bet you eat lots of jelly. My wife used to cook with jelly all the time, but one day she just quit. So I took the butcher knife and held it up to her neck. And I said, if you want to live to see tomorrow, you better start frying them eggs a little bit better than the way you've been frying them. Because I'm tired of eating sloppy, slimy eggs. Hey, Buzz, what's the story with rocker Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson Lee? I bet she's going to miss his salty pickle. Nice DSLs. I'd shag her rotten, baby.
Wow, he's got all the tapes in there.
Yeah.
Damn. I wish that John Black would hurry up and nail Marlena. What about Hope? Nice bush. I think Paula Cole needs a good scrub down with Mr. Clean. Hey, I just bought a new car. 1998 Ford Taurus with the CLI package. It handles great.
Wow.
I like this car. It runs on jelly. I've got Elvis painted on the hood and my 30-30 Winchester with Elvis's picture on it. Hey, Rob A., how come women don't think the Three Stooges are funny? I think it was Miss Landers on Leave It to Beaver. She was a hottie. Who would you do, Don? Miss Landers or Mrs. Donaldson, the neighbor? You are the bomb. Hey, Don, what happened to the King Biscuit Flower Hour? Why do DJs always say 8:15, 45 minutes till the top of the hour? Is the real Dennis Murphy the pizza guy on Fast Times at Ridgemont High? I guess Rob Grippy is okay. You guys are great. Don and Mike, can you call and leave a message on my machine? I'd appreciate it. My wife is getting tired of me saying all the Elvis stuff. Please call today. Make the call. Tell them Esther sent you. P.S.
Wow.
I would like to challenge Rob A. to an eating contest. Hamburgers, pizza, salami, Reese's, with the slightest hint of brie. And then he's drawn a picture of a toilet. Here's the toilet. And here's Elvis, who's falling over the toilet. And here, coming out of his spread butt cheeks, is what appears to be the 40-pound colon. And then he has Elvis saying, bust out my teeth, Red. And Elvis is also saying, help me, Scatter. Because you remember, Scatter was Elvis's monkey.
Yeah. That's quite, and that's kind of the art you normally see in high school cafeterias.
Well, we got to call this guy.
We certainly do.
Call right now. man.
If
Hello.
only they had seen what was happening to me. He seemed to have a heavy on the Elvis in that letter.
Yeah. Scary. He has all the tapes memorized.
Said something about slow ride to you.
I didn't get that.
I didn't understand that.
No.
I didn't understand that one. This picture.
It looks like he spent a lot of time on it. His little yellow notepad.
That's the weirdest letter we've gotten this week.
It sure is.
I don't want to say this month or this year, just the weirdest letter we've gotten this week.
Said he has a machine, hopefully.
Hello?
Hello, you've reached 688.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're unable to come to the phone right now, but leave your name and number and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks. Bye. Bye!
Oh, there's a child in the house.
That's always a sign you're dealing with a moron. It's the idiot's answering machine right there. If only I had known that Dan would send us a letter and draw a picture of Elvis on the toilet.
Dan, we got to be honest with you. That's the most scary letter we've ever received.
If only I could have seen what was happening to me. I might have done something about it.
Hey, are you there? You kook? You kookala?
You got really interesting handwriting. I wonder if it's ever been analyzed by the FBI.
Dan, we're returning your call. Send us a larger picture of Elvis Presley, please, on the toilet with the colon coming out of his butt cheeks.
And perhaps more information about yourself.
And listen, what did you mean about slow ride?
Yeah.
We didn't get that. We understood all the other references, though. Elvis, the butcher knife, Jelly, rocker, Tommy Lee, Paula Cole, CLI Taurus, Ms. Landers, King Biscuit Flower Hour, Dennis Murphy, Rob Grippy. Gotcha.
And next letter, also, let us know if you have a crawl space in your house.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, well, there's the Don and Mike listener of the day.
What was his name again? Dan?
Dan.
Dan the man.
Dan from Sacramento. Please don't give out my name on the air. All right. Sorry about that, Dan, buddy. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
It's Marino, if you want to know his last name.
That's right.
It's Dan Marino.
It's Haggerty.
Hello.
Rowan.
Pastorini.
England. England Dan and John Ford Cole.
Hello.
Danny K.
Bonaducci.
Ah, yes, I went to the Danny's. I knew you can. Thomas.
Boy. Hey, boy. Danny Boy.
Danny from Danny from Caddyshack. Danny's the kid.
Dan Blocker.
Oh, Dan, you're king of the Dan.
Dan Ryson.
Oh, Dan Ryson.
King of the Dan.
You're king of the Dan.
King of the Dan. Oh, yeah.
Christmas story.
Thank you, fan.
King of the Dan.
Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing great, thank you.
Hey, I got a proposition for you guys.
Is this the guy that wrote us that letter?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm David.
All right. Hi,
I'm
David.
Dan.
Hi, David.
I am filming an independent movie, sorry. It's called Zombie Hunter. It's extremely gory, extremely gross, and I was wondering if you guys would like to do a cameo bit in it.
Where are you filming it?
It's in the area, in the D.C. area.
How independent is this film?
It's so independent that nobody gets paid.
Well, no.
Can't be done?
Can't be done, sir.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I mean, I didn't have a funny answer for him.
Right.
Yeah.
If it was a porno, maybe we would have done it. Hello? But you just sound like your typical struggling independent filmmaker.
You know something, Don?
Yeah?
Technically, we're not allowed to do that.
Oh, that's right, because we're members of SAG.
Yeah.
Because of our great appearance on Babylon 5.
Because of your initiative, we both have those cards.
We didn't have speaking roles on Babylon 5, yet I spoke out a line anyway, and then Mike spoke out.
Then I copied him.
And we got our lines on Babylon 5, and now we're members of the Screen Actors Guild.
Hey. That card says we're movie actors.
And we must get paid for any film we appear in.
That is correct.
Hello?
Don and Mike, my brothers.
Hi there.
How you doing? Long-time listener, BM even.
Well, thank you.
And a second-time caller, actually, so you're probably going to hang up on me really quick.
Right. Okay.
He was right.
Too much information, sir. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Same as ever. Took a dump, pulled the lever.
All right. Hello. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, is there any update on a return back to Dallas?
No, sorry. Don't have that for you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Mr. Clean loves cleaning rectum.
It's Darnell.
Was that Darnell Valentine?
Clean loves cleaning rectum.
Mr. Clean loves what?
Mr. Clean loves something.
Mr. Clean loves what?
Anybody? Anyone? Is anyone able to decipher this? Mr. Clean loves something.
Loves cleaning rectum.
Cleaning rectums, I believe.
Mr. Clean loves cleaning rectum?
That would probably burn if you used it in your rectum,
yes,
right?
It would. Not recommended.
Cleaning rectum.
All right, thank you.
Rectums.
I will be right back.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
The Dawn and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Are you interested in high-tech fields like electronics or computer-aided drafting? Career opportunities exist for those who qualify with the proper knowledge and skills. At ITT Technical Institutes, these associate degree programs are generally offered mornings, afternoons, or evenings. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, and career services are available as soon as students begin classes. For an ITT Tech brochure, call 1-800-848-3066. Start your future now. That's ITT.